Gossip and reactions Marie's take. It says prison specialist and former medical resident at Mayo Clinic is charged with poisoning his wife. A prison specialist and former medical resident at Mayo Clinic in Minnesota charged with fatally poisoning his wife, a 32-year-old pharmacist who days after she went to a hospital in August with stomach distress. Authorities say Conan Bauman, 30, tried to stop the autopsy on his wife because he knew what he did. Betty Bauman arguing she should be cremated immediately and claiming she had a rare illness, which hospital tests did not confirm. The medical examiner's office halted the order for cremation, citing suspicious circumstances according to a criminal complaint, and an autopsy showed Betty Bauman from toxic effects of colchicine, a medicine used to treat gout. Medical record indicate she was not diagnosed with gout and had not been prescribed the medicine. The complaint states, adding that Connor Bauman had been researching the drug prior to his wife. 6 days before she was hospitalized, he had also converted his wife's weight to kilogram and multiplied by 0.8 with 0.8 mg kg considered to be the lethal dose rate for C according to the complaint. My thing is, if you wanna out of the relationship of the marriage, just divorce. Why do you have to go to this instinct, to this extreme, to erase somebody? What would it cost you? What do you have? Material stuff, money, you give whatever belongs to her, you take whatever belongs to you, you move on. I just don't understand these days. People see what happened to prior couples have done the same thing, how they end up and still did not learn from their mistake and commit the same crime. Connor Bauman was charged Monday with second-degree murder. He was arrested Friday and was still in custody as of Tuesday. His attorney did not immediately respond to requests for comment from the Associated Press. Mayo Clinic spokesperson Amanda Dillon released a statement Tuesday that did not identify Bauman by name but indicated he was a resident at the hospital. We are aware of the recent arrest of a former Mayo Clinic resident on charges unrelated to his Mayo Clinic responsibilities. The resident's training at Mayo Clinic ended earlier this month, the statement said. Dyslin did not say why Connor Bauman's training at Mayo Clinic ended. Betty Bauman was also a pharmacist at Mayo Clinic, according to the criminal complaint. The Southeast Minnesota Medical Examiner's Office alerted police to the suspicious death of Betty Bauman on August 21st, a day after she had been admitted to a hospital in Rochester on August 16 with severe gastrointestinal distress and dehydration, where her condition deteriorated rapidly. The complaint said her initial symptoms were similar to food poisoning and were treated that way, but they continued to worsen. She experienced cardiac issue, fluid in her lungs, and organ failure. While Betty Bauman was in the hospital, Conan Bauman suggested she was suffering from a rare illness called hemophagocytic lymphohistiocytosis, or HLH. Hospital tests came back inconclusive for HLH, but Connor Bauman told multiple people that she erased from the disease, according to the complaint. He did his homework. He makes sure he would give his take as a medical provider. So thank you, God, I didn't listen to his craziness. They went with what they know and found out that he was the one that caused the problem. He also told the medical examiner's office that Betty Bauman's D was natural and that she did not want to be a cavator, and therefore the autopsy should be canceled. The complaint said he asked an investigator at the medical examiner's office if a toxicology analysis would be more thorough than the analysis done at the hospital. My goodness, he was worried, yeah. The night before Betty Bauman went to the hospital, she told a man identified as SS in the complaint that she was drinking at home with Connor Bauman. Oh, God. The next morning, she told SS she was sick, possibly from a drink that was mixed into a large smoothie. Connor Bauman was a prison specialist and answered calls about prison using devices from the University of Kansas for his work. According to the complaint, a woman from the University of Kansas told investigators that Connor Bauman had been researching COL, the drug used to treat gout, through he had not received any calls about COL, nor had any other employees. Investigators found that Connor Bauman had such internet browsing history. Can it be used in court? Oh my God. And deleted Amazon data police on August 5th. He did calculations that match the lethal dosage rate for COLH. On August 10th, the Minnesota Department of Health found COLCH and Betty Bauman's blood and urine sample that were taken at the hospital, and the medical examiner determined the cause of death to be toxic effects of COLCH, the complaint says. One woman told investigators that the Baumans had been talking about divorce, and another told authorities that Connor Bauman said he was going to get $500,000 in life insurance from his wife's death. The complaint says authorities found a receipt for a $450,000 bank deposit inside his home. Guys, I can't believe in 2023 we are still going through this. I used to be a hardcore fan watching ID, the Investigation Discovery channel. And I have seen this case repeated over and over, where the husband erased the wife or the wife erased the husband or the kids to get life insurance money from that. And these days, the computer is an object that keep receipts. Like Coach Prime say, it keep receipts. Whatever you try to do, whatever research you try to go for, it's gonna be there. They're gonna find it. You're talking about somebody that is so smart, working at Mayo Clinic as a prison specialist, or he's a pharmacist. You think they will have common sense. If you don't want to be with this person anymore, you're trying to divorce the person, why do you have to erase them? Why erase is the answer. And how dumb is that? You went to school, you have so many degrees, you're supposedly be a smart person. You're supposed to be somebody that will be used in society to help others. And you use that education as a weapon to erase somebody you supposedly used to love and say, I do too. I have no kind of mercy for somebody like that. This is a criminal at heart. He intended to erase the wife. He found a way to not only erase her, but get some money from her life. It is what it is. It's a criminal. Subscribe. Let me know how you feel.